Harris County is the third largest county in the nation, and Houston is the nation's fourth largest city. A city that would rank as the world's 30th largest economy if it were an independent nation. But in the shadow of prosperity and affluence, almost 500,000 of Houston's 4 million people have little access to a supermarket offering affordable, fresh, and nutritious food. This is especially true in certain inner-city neighborhoods known as food deserts.
A food desert is an area designated by the USDA where there's not a lot of fresh quality produce available. Maybe there'll be some convenience stores or fast food restaurants, but not the kind of supermarket that would provide fresh quality produce. Over 440,000 Houstonians live in some of Houston's food deserts. These nutritional wastelands are a very difficult place to feed a family with quality food. When you add to that the fact that people often lack transportation, and public transportation is limiting and comes at a cost, someone may spend a good part of their day trying to get to some good food and then get back with it.
The Houston metropolitan area has fewer supermarkets per capita than most of the nation's large metro areas, and Texas ranks last in the number of supermarkets per capita. Perhaps it's no coincidence that our state spends $5.3 billion each year treating obesity-related diseases that could be better managed or prevented with greater access to affordable, healthy food.
I've lived in Fifth Ward all of my life. I'm 60 years old. I'm a proud Fifth Ward resident. Most of the people in this area either suffer from a lot of health issues as it relates to diabetes, overweight, because you got a lot of fried foods, you got a lot of fast foods in the neighborhood. So you got a real good selection of fast foods, and that's basically what the neighborhood survives off of.
Food insecurity and the resulting health problems are a public health issue that affects us all, from the overcrowding of hospital emergency rooms to the taxpayer burden of caring for people with chronic diseases, to the economic losses caused by unemployment and low productivity in the workplace. All Texans pay a price.
The idea that what impacts one population does not impact another is a fallacy. We're all connected. The lack of proper nutrition, proper access to food impacts everyone.
And it's estimated by the American Cancer Society, for example, that the impact of poor nutrition and a poor lifestyle, lack of exercise, and so forth can contribute to about roughly 1/3 of the cancers that develop in this country. So nutrition is very important.
Because we don't connect the dots, because we think it's somebody else's problem, or is that population's problem, or it is undocumented individuals coming in, we fail to realize that it's costing us all too much.
And it's not just cancer, it's the leading contributors to shortened lives that include heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and so forth.
Those chronic diseases mean that you need care. And if you need care, you go to the place where you can get care. And that place, generally, it's an emergency room. See the connection?
If you can prevent the problem from ever taking place, then the costs and benefits of that are staggering.
There is no better organization than the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service to help solve this problem.
But what are carrots good for?
We are teaching children about good nutrition through programs such as Texas Grow, Eat, Go, funded by the National Institute of Food and Agriculture, in which AgriLife Extension Texas Master Gardeners help third graders in Title I schools build a garden. They also learn about nutrition through classroom cooking demonstration.
The children are excited about trying new foods, and I think in some cases surprised that they like vegetables that maybe they haven't eaten before. The children, as they engage in this project and nurturing their gardens on campus, are getting increased levels of physical activity, and hopefully some students will find that this is a physical activity that they can enjoy for a lifetime.
I've had different 4-H groups come out to the last organic outpost. One group being from Wheatley High School, Wheatley Wildcat 4-H. Those students came out for a 4-H Back to School, Back to Health event that was hosted by Harris County 4-H and along with a partnership with United Healthcare. And on that day, we invited out the community to learn about healthy living choices, how to start home gardens, and then also different cooking demonstrations to go ahead and really put in people's minds that you don't have to spend a lot of money to be able to eat healthy and to make very good nutrition choices.
The 4-H Club is growing within this area, which is a great thing because the 4-H has an opportunity to help kids understand not only the agriculture part, but also the family and consumer science part. It gives the schools and the community the opportunity to understand that you can cook and that there is a way to cook, a proper way to cook, and there are nutritious food selections that you can make.
They are edible.
Extension's Better Living for Texans program offers food and nutrition education to those who need supplemental nutrition assistance by teaching them to prepare healthy meals on a budget. The average participant in this program saved about $91 per month by shopping with a list and comparing prices.
Good morning.
The Expanded Food and Nutrition Education program offers young families and those with limited resources practical lessons in food safety, food budgeting, nutrition, and meal planning and preparation.
That's how you calibrate your thermometer.
Research shows that program graduates make significant and lasting improvements in their eating habits and save money on their grocery bills. For every $1 spent on the Expanded Food and Nutrition program, an estimated $10 is saved in healthcare costs. This program and Extension's Walk Across Texas program emphasize physical activity in addition to good nutrition.
Our nutrition programs provide individuals with an understanding of how to make lifestyle changes, how to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables that will reduce or even hopefully prevent the number of obesity and other diet-related diseases.
AgriLife Extension is teaching Texans, both young and old, to grow their own food through the Junior Master Gardener and Texas Master Gardener programs. Master gardeners in turn go out into the community and teach others to grow food, and they train volunteers in community gardens and urban farms that turn inner city backyards and vacant lots into oases of fresh, wholesome fruits and vegetables.
This whole garden is built on a parking lot. The idea of urban farming is utilizing what you have. We had soil brought in, which is called mushroom compost, to start building beds on top of concrete to serve the community and also to serve restaurants and farmers markets.
All of this produce goes to the Christian Community Service Center. They have 2 pantries set up where they supply food and a lot of other things to needy families.
I don't know how people could get anything fresher because we pick it here, walk out the gate, knock on the door, hand it to the volunteers inside, and they distribute it to the people that are waiting to get assistance.
The look on the clients' faces when they see you bringing in the fresh produce is, I mean, you just can't imagine how excited they are, how thrilled they are. And the ladies, we'll have an assortment of all kinds of hot peppers and stuff, and they'll pick through the baskets to get the peppers that they need for the dishes that they want to make and stuff. And they're just so happy. It's really rewarding.
This is probably the only fresh produce that they get.
There's no single way to improve people's healthy eating options than home gardening. And Extension has a lot of good information on how to home garden, how to container garden, how to grow your own food so that you can feed your family at a fraction of the cost of what it might take to go out and purchase that food.
Annual basis, if I should put a figure to what I think I would save, I would put it roughly around $1,200 a year. I can save money and I can make my diet healthier by eating natural grown products in my backyard. My kids like to come out and help me in the garden. They think it's a playing game. And then they try to identify a plant that they plant I plant this one, I plant that one. This is my plant. Oh, it's nice. You know, it brings some value to the work that they put in.
Pretty good at growing tomatoes and cucumbers. I've just been very fortunate that I do get an abundance. I can share with my neighbors and with my co-workers when I was working, and still have plenty for me.
Here in Harris County, AgriLife Extension has a pretty extensive testing and demonstration garden complex. Our primary goal in it is to try out new things so that we can help people do a better job of gardening and even assist commercial growers with some of the better varieties. We'll often spread some of our test plants to community gardens around so that other gardeners can test them out and we can get more information on them. We invite the public in to see our testing gardens. We have open garden days where they can come and view, visit with the master gardeners that are helping us conduct the trials. And we also have special days where people come in and learn about vegetable gardening or pruning or some other particular aspect of growing food.
Supporting a safe and affordable food supply is nothing new to Extension because of the work that has been conducted in land-grant universities, in our research laboratories, and our Extension agents taking the research to the people.
I think programs like Texas A&M AgriLife Extensions are extremely important for the health and benefit of our population, and that they will be positive changes that will impact the lives of people and result in enhanced quality of life and longevity and productivity.
Food deserts, or in a broader sense, health disparities, impacts everyone, not just a set group. I think if we can get that message across to legislators, policymakers, those who can make a difference. Just because you can't see it, feel it, it doesn't impact you now. At some point in time, it will impact you.
And I think there is something inherent in all of us that we love to see things grow. And the realization that if we take care of things and nurture things, they will grow. And I think that whole spirit of helping to nurture and to help our children and our communities grow is part of the real strength of Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service.